Bernard's is a general contractor on the Lincoln Place project. Lincoln Place is a 35-acre multifamily residential property located in Venice, California. The project is about 7 miles north of LAX, and the property is about a mile from the beaches of Venice. Lincoln Place was originally built in 1949 following the need to establish more workforce housing to serve the returning World War II vets, as well as to serve the needs of the newly created LAX airport some few miles away. In 2005, the entire development was granted historic status and placed on the National and California Registers of Historic Places. The project was designed by an African-American architect by the name of Ralph Vaughan. Ralph Vaughan had studied at the University of Illinois, and his father was a prominent architect in Chicago, but at that time it was difficult for an African-American to be granted design contracts. So Ralph teamed with a friend of his, Heth Wharton. Ralph and Heth had been working together before as designers at MGM Studios many years earlier. So they teamed with the name Wharton and Vaughan and created the Lincoln Place design. The garden-style movement had gained popularity at the time for the goal of architecture that was to create beauty, functionality, and community on a tight budget. Today, some 64 years later, Bernard's is here to renovate this historic development. 45 buildings, 630 apartments, and 99 new units, as well as a new modern leasing office, new modern clubhouse, all in keeping with the similar style architecture. In terms of the modernization, what we'll do is go into each of the units and we'll survey the units for any asbestos, any lead, any mold, and we will remediate the lead and mold and asbestos in each of the units. We'll be demolishing the existing plaster on the interior walls in order to accommodate the new electrical and new plumbing for the units. We'll be refinishing the existing wood floors in the units, adding new floors in the kitchen, new floors in the bathroom. We'll be providing new countertops, new counters in the kitchens, new appliances in the kitchens, new fixtures in the bathrooms. We'll be fixing the existing walls and painting the existing walls, changing out the doors, and also repairing and renovating the windows in each of the units. We'll also be adding a mechanical unit in each of the units, and for the first time providing conditioned air for heat and for cooling. Renovating the existing facility can be much more challenging than building a new facility. There are unforeseen conditions. We have to work around what we find. The design team really doesn't have X-ray vision, so in a large part it's relying upon us to do some exploratory demolition, to ask the questions, to get the responses from the design team, and then go about a course of fixing and or modernizing the new building in conjunction with our design team. So there's a lot more coordination, a lot more investigation. It takes a lot more patience, a lot more man hours. When you build a new building, you can virtually design it, and we do that, and on this project we have a component of new work, and so what we've done is virtually design that building and kind of figure out all of our challenges and coordinate those challenges together. But on a renovation piece, it's very difficult to understand what you're actually getting into until you get into it. Anytime Bernard's has an opportunity to work on historic buildings, we really enjoy it. It's a chance for us to be part of history ourselves, to work on something that's significant to the community, for us to showcase who we really are as builders and our competency in builders, and to touch something that's very important to all of us, and to restore that is really exciting and important for us as a company.